Hi everybody, Jennifer Blevins-Smith with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Before we jump into today's topic, I just want to remind you that I do have my website up and running, www.integralclinicsolutions.com. From there, you will find a resources page where I have put links that I've discussed maybe in other videos or today's video that might be helpful, so check that out. And also there's a blog page. My husband is taking my videos, he's putting them in blog form, so if you understand and comprehend things better in writing, or you want somewhere that you can read about this topic, please check that out. Okay, so today we're going to talk about cost analysis in a business, specifically your medical practice. One of the necessary evils of running any kind of business is knowing your costs, your operating costs, the overheads, and then how much money you're getting in, right? Because you need to budget. But there's also another element when it comes into medical field businesses, and that is understanding if you're getting reimbursed appropriately for how much things are costing you to provide to patients. Hopefully you have watched my other videos that I talk about regular financial reports that should be ran and monitored and analyzed regularly. If not, please make sure you look at those because they're very important. If you are a new practice or you're an established practice and you're not running any financial reports regularly to be checking some of those big key performance indicators in your business, that is a big no-no, and you should probably start as soon as possible. A cost analysis should be done at least once a year, and that is basically looking at what money is going out for whatever reason, whether it's supplies, wages, benefits, third-party vendors. I mean, it could be a ton of different things, and what money is coming in. And basically looking at your net and gross income, which is really important, and from there digging a little bit deeper. A really good report to run at least once a year is your CPT reimbursements, so breaking down how much you're getting paid for each CPT code in which you bill, and breaking that down further, grouping it by the insurance companies. So then you can do a side-by-side comparison of who is reimbursing you what and where they kind of fall on the scale. Are they your highest payer? Are they your lowest payer? Are they kind of in the middle? You're probably going to have some outliers. You'll have some that's pretty high, you'll have some that's pretty low, and a lot of them will fall pretty similar in the middle. Then you can decide from there what you want to do about the outliers. Do you want to not take those insurances anymore? Do you need to renegotiate the contracts, which I just did a video on contract negotiation, but it's looking at that and deciding what needs to be done for the benefit of your practice, for the financial health of your practice. It is important to know how much it costs you to offer each of the services in which you bill. There might be something that comes up that you only get reimbursed a certain amount for something, a CPT code, but it costs you more out of pocket to supply that. I know in the past with some payers, they reimburse less for a vaccine than how much it costs to buy the vaccine. So at that point, you're like, I can't justify giving this vaccine because they won't negotiate with me and I'm losing money and I can't stay in business if I do that. Or it's worth it, I still want to give this vaccine and I will make up the cost somewhere else. Or I'll look for a distributor that it costs even less to get, even though it's still more than what I'm getting reimbursed, but I can cut a little bit from there. But the cost analysis allows you to make these decisions. It allows you to understand what needs to be done, create some kind of game plan and execute it accordingly so that you can be like, okay, I made a good business decision here, or I don't really like this decision, but it's going to benefit me in the long run, so we're going to do it this way, or we're going to do it this way for a little while and then we're going to stop. I mean, there's so many different things that can go into this, but you can't make those financial decisions. You cannot budget which is very important. If you've watched any of my other past videos, budgeting is super important. And for the longevity of your practice, you should be budgeting without a cost analysis. And it's not just saying, oh, we're getting this much money a year and we're spending this much money. That's a great place to start, but you really need to get to the micro level and looking at each individual thing. And if that's not really your jam, if you're not a good numbers person, you don't have time, you don't understand, then hire someone who understands about the medical field and have them do it. It is beneficial. Don't ignore this. You need to know your breakdown. If I were to walk into your practice and say, how much does it cost you on a daily basis to keep your doors open when it comes to your total staff salaries, and how much is it? And then how much money are you averaging a day coming in? How many patients do you see in a day? Average how much you get from a claim, and then it kind of gives you an idea of how much you'll get reimbursed. Because remember, your charges are not what you get paid. So it's very important to not only base your findings off of your actual payments, but just to look at your charges to make sure that you're charging enough and getting reimbursed the full amount. I could go on and on for days, but just know cost analysis, super important. It is a large undertaking, but the more it gets done, the more data you have to go off of, the better you'll be. If you have any questions or comments about this, please leave that in the comments below. Smash that thumbs up button if today's video was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and share this video with your colleagues. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.